Hello fellow crafters, Janine here, and today we're going to be working on our paper pumpkin kit of the month. And as they have it prescribed, you can either make a banner with it or little treat bags, or little treat, I don't know, what did they call it, treat pocket. It's so you can either make a banner or a treat pocket. But I decided that I'm going to do neither with the kit. Even though they're really cute, it's just not something, I mean, I could use the treat pockets for my teenage group, but I really feel like little treat sacks is going to be a better thing for my particular group to keep all of their stuff together. Anyway, so I'm going to do things a little differently than the way they have it prescribed. Of course, if you've been with me a while, that shouldn't surprise you at all. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and show you how I'm going to do my little treat sacks. I'm going to show you one because I have to do 24, and I feel fairly certain that you don't want to sit through watching me do 24. So anyway, I had this little heart stamp already and decided that I was going to make use of it. And the Stampin' Up did come with a little Stampin' Spot in Watermelon Wonder, and I could use that, and that would be cool. But I have this Memento ink ladybug, and so I'm gonna go ahead and use that because I don't know why, but I'm just a little worried about using up my little Stampin' Spot. I don't know how inky they are and how long they're gonna last. I am gonna go ahead and grab some painter's tape, but I'm gonna go ahead and kind of do it on my pants leg to remove some of the stickiness before I get started, because this paper bag is fairly thin. So I'm just gonna do that. And the only reason I'm doing this, it's not that the stencil is all that difficult to hold into place. It's that it wants to kind of bounce up when I pull the sponge up. So this just helps with that. So all I do is just take a regular makeup sponge, wedge sponge that comes in large packs from the dollar store, and I just tap it onto the top of my dewdrop ink pad and just kind of bounce it up and down on top of the stencil. I don't like to rub like that, like swirl or rub, because I'm afraid of getting the ink under the stencil and then not getting a nice clear image. I'm going to try and keep this design a little bit on the simple side, simply because I do have 24 of these to do, and I really just don't feel like being at this forever and ever. So to keep my design evenly spaced, which this is kind of a little OCD, I suppose, I just line up two of the lines of hearts with two that were already done, and that keeps it nice and even. So we are going to, now I love that the is reversible, so you have pink on one side and a pink and white stripe on the other, and then so forth with the other colors. Same thing, flip it over. So we could go solids, or, and I don't want to entirely cover up my background. I didn't realize these hearts were quite that big. Now I'm going to use the Stampin' Up stamp and see how it looks. That's cute. And actually, I'm probably going to stamp just several of them with one sentiment, and then move on to the next sentiment and stamp several. Kind of do it like I normally do when I'm working on a project that I'm doing several of the same thing. I do it sort of assembly line fashion. So probably what you'll see me, or what I will do after I show you how to make this one treat sack is do an assembly line. So I'll do all my stamping, then I'll do all my stenciling, then I'll do all of my sequins and that sort of thing. But anyway, so moving right along. So I'm going to, they gave us this adhesive for the hearts, but I can tell you it's not enough for what I need. But they showed to just put it on one side. And I already tell this isn't going to work. This is not going to be my favorite thing, so I'm probably going to switch to my ATG gun. Because it'll take me entirely too long to do 24 of them fooling with this mess. Put it like that. Okay, and they did have, these were part of the die cuts with some little banners, and what I could do is, and they're already scored because they were meant to go on the little string to do the banner like so, but what I may do is put their names on them. I don't know what I'm going to do exactly with the twine, to be honest with you. Okay, that's it for the bags. That's pretty much how I'm going to do the bags. Now, the little paper clips that came with it, what they showed on their packaging is that they just cut a little bit of strip of the sequins and just simply clipped it on with the paper clip. I don't love that. What I thought would be even cuter would be to take each one of these little paper clips and write a bead of glue on it and glue some sequins on either side of the paper clips. Now that I think is going to be really cute. So what I'm going to do is glue that on one side of each of my paper clips, and if I have enough left, I'm going to flip them over and glue a bead of the sequins on the other side as well. So I just feel like this is a little bit better use of the sequins than just simply clipping them onto something and being held there. I feel like this at least makes the paper clip a little bit fun and interesting. So that's pretty much it. Then once the glue's dry on this, then I'll use it to cinch up the paper sack with, and it'll be cute and decorative. After the glue dries, obviously. Yeah, I think that's a little bit cuter, and I'll probably even take my scissors and trim off these extra little bits of string here that's sticking out of the ends. But I think that's cute. I think a dressed up paper clip's a cuter idea. So that's it. That's what I'm going to do with my Paper Pumpkin January kit. I will come back once I've completed it and let you see how it turned out. Well, I'm all finished with all of my stenciling, and as you can see, I decided to do the stenciling a little bit differently. I did a border at the top and the bottom, so I felt like that balanced the project a lot better than doing just this big block of stenciling and then kind of sticking a heart at the bottom of it. I feel like this looks a lot more balanced and a lot more polished than that. And then honestly, if I was to put the heart like that, it would just completely cover up all the stenciling, so it would be completely pointless. And I did find that the Stampin' Up Stampin' Spot in Watermelon Wonder was actually plenty juicy enough to do all of this stenciling. And again, I just used my makeup sponge to do that, because I did find that that was better than actually going stamp over stencil, or yeah, stamp pad over stencil. Anyway, and I did glue all the little sequins down on one side of the little clothespins. I did decide not to do both sides of the clothespin, so I ended up with quite a bit of the sequin string left over, which I'm just going to save for another project. I'm not going to use it on this one. And I did figure out how to use these glue dots and the twine. What I did was, you can see I just tied a simple little bow with the twine, and then I secured it onto the little banner tags with the glue dot. So, and they actually do hold quite well. So what I'm going to do, as you can see here, is once I get the bags filled with candy and treats, I'm just going to hold the name tag onto the bag using the little clothespin, because I just think that looks really cute and really sweet. I really just adore the way these turned out. I'm glad I went my own direction with this this month's paper pumpkin. Not that their idea of a banner and little pocket treat bags wasn't cute. That was really cute. It just wasn't gonna work for my purposes. I mean, I really just don't decorate for Valentine's Day, and those little treat bags or little treat pockets just weren't quite sturdy enough for my kids, because they're teenagers. They can be a little rough. But anyway, so this is what I did with my January Stampin' Paper Pumpkin, rather. And I'd love to know what you guys did with your January paper pumpkins. Did you do what Stampin' Up subscribed, or did you do something entirely different? So please leave me a comment below. Let me know what you did with your February paper pumpkin. And if you would like, I'm not February, January. I keep thinking February because it's got a Valentine's theme. January paper pumpkin. But anyway, send me an email, show me a picture of what you did with yours. My email is janeinecrafts@gmail.com. Anyway, as always, please remember to rate, comment, and subscribe, and you guys have a very blessed day. Bye now.